Have you ever felt like English is a fast train passing you by? Imagine you are standing on a train platform. You are waiting to get on. You have your ticket. You are ready. But the train does not stop. It flies past you at 100 miles per hour. You try to catch a look at the passengers inside. You try to read the sign on the train, but it is just a blur of colors and noise. This is how many of you feel when you listen to English. You hear a sentence, you catch the first word, hello, but then everything else disappears. You panic. Your heart starts to beat faster. You think, my ears are broken. You think, I am too slow. I will never understand. And in that moment of panic, the train is gone. The conversation is over. And you are left standing on the platform feeling alone. If you have ever felt this, I want you to take a deep breath with me right now. Inhale and exhale. I want to tell you something important. Your ears are not broken. Your brain is not slow. You are simply trying to catch a fast train with your bare hands. Today, we are going to learn how to stop the train. We are going to move from hearing noise to understanding music. We are going to learn the art of deep listening. Why is listening the hardest skill in English? Writing gives you time. Reading gives you time. But listening? Listening steals your time. The problem is not your vocabulary. You know thousands of words. The problem is a psychological barrier I call the translation filter. Let me explain how this works inside your mind. Imagine your brain has a door. When you are relaxed, the door is open. Sounds come in, and you understand them. But when you hear a fast English sentence, your brain panics. It tries to catch every single word. It tries to translate every single word into your native language. While your brain is busy translating the first word, the speaker has already finished the third sentence. You are stuck in the past, trying to solve a puzzle. But the conversation is in the future. This gap creates anxiety. And when you feel anxious, the door in your brain slams shut. Now you can't hear anything. The sounds just bounce off the door. To understand fast English, we must stop translating. We must stop chasing the words. We must learn to surrender. Surrender means letting the sounds wash over you like water. Do not fight the ocean. Float in it. Today, we are going to practice this together. We are going to turn off the translator in your head and turn on the receiver. Let me tell you a story about a young man named Ravi. Ravi was a student who wanted to learn English desperately. Every evening at 6 p.m., he sat in his small room and turned on the radio. He tuned it to an English news station. He sat on the edge of his chair. His back was stiff. His forehead was sweating. He told himself, I must understand every word. If I miss a word, I fail. The news reporter spoke very fast.
The economy is struggling due to inflation and market fluctuations. Ravi's eyes widened. He caught nothing. He felt a heavy stone in his chest. He turned off the radio and put his head in his hands. I am stupid, he thought. It is just noise. One day, Ravi's grandfather walked into the room. His grandfather was a musician. He played the flute. He didn't know much English, but he knew sound.
He saw Ravi's frustration. He asked, "Ravi, why are you fighting the radio?" Ravi said, "Grandpa, they speak too fast. It sounds like a machine gun. I can't catch the words." The grandfather smiled and sat down. He said, "Ravi, when you listen to me play the flute, do you try to count every note?" Ravi looked up and said, "No." "Do you try to analyze the grammar of the melody?" "No," Ravi said. "I just close my eyes and feel the music." The grandfather nodded. "English is just music, Ravi. It has high notes and low notes. It has fast parts and slow parts. Stop listening for words. Listen for the melody." The next day, Ravi tried again. He turned on the radio, but this time he leaned back in his chair. He closed his eyes. He promised himself, "I will not translate. I will just listen to the song." The reporter spoke fast, but Ravi didn't panic. He heard the rhythm. Da, 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 da. He heard the emotion, and slowly, out of the blur, words started to appear. He didn't catch everything, but he understood the feeling, and for the first time he was not afraid. We are going to use Ravi's grandfather's secret today. I call it the ocean method. Before we practice, you need to accept 3 golden rules. Rule number 1, the 80-20 rule. You do not need to understand 100% of the words. This is the biggest mistake beginners make. They want 100%. But even native speakers don't hear 100% of the words. If you understand the key words, the big, loud words, you understand the message. If you hear yesterday, terrible, traffic, late, do you know the story? Yes. You don't need the small grammar words. Relax your need for perfection. 20% is enough to start. Rule number 2. English is not Lego. It is water. In many languages, words are like Lego bricks. You put them next to each other. Blue brick, red brick, yellow brick, clearly separated. But English is like water. The words melt into each other. We do not say, "What do you want?" We say, "What do you want?" We do not say, "I am going to go." We say, "I'm gonna go." If you listen for Lego bricks, you will fail. You must listen for the stream of water. Rule number 3. Repetition is the key. Your brain needs time to adjust to a new speed. The first time you hear a fast sentence, it is just noise. The third time, it is confusing. The 10th time, it is clear. Today, we are going to practice this repetition. We are going to retrain your ears. Now, I want you to close your eyes. Yes, close them. When you close your eyes, your ears become stronger. I am going to say a sentence at natural speed. You might not understand it. That is okay. Do not panic. Then I will say it slowly. Then we will break down the music. Are you ready? Let's begin. What do you make of this? Did you catch that? It sounded like one long, strange word. Now listen to the slow version. What do you make of this? Ah, you know these words. What do you make of this? It means, what do you think about this? Close your eyes again. Listen to the music. I'm gonna go to the store. That was fast. Did your brain door try to close? Keep it open. Listen to the slow version. I am going to go to the store. Going to is the most common sound in English. We almost never say going to. We say gonna. I am becomes I'm. Put them together. I'm gonna. Listen again. I'm gonna go to the store. Let's try a harder one. Listen carefully. Did you eat yet? 2 words? 3 words? Let's slow it down. Did you eat yet? In English, when did and you come together, they make a J sound. Did you becomes didja. Didja. Listen to the music again. Didja eat yet? Did you eat yet? Sometimes emotions connect words. Listen to this angry sentence. I can't believe it. Now slowly. I cannot believe it. Can't is a strong word, but the T usually disappears. I can believe it. It flows like one wave. Listen again. I can believe it. Open your eyes. How do you feel? Do you realize that you are not bad at listening? You were just expecting Lego bricks, but I gave you water. Now that you know the secret of the water, you can swim. I want to give you a challenge, but do not worry. It is the easiest challenge in the world. Usually, homework is hard. You have to write or study or memorize. But for deep listening, you need to relax. Your homework is called passive listening. Here is what I want you to do tomorrow. Find a video in simple English. It can be one of my stories or a podcast. Put on your headphones and then do nothing. Wash the dishes, fold your clothes, lay in bed and look at the ceiling. Walk in the park. Let the English audio play in your ears, but do not try to understand it. Treat it like background music in a coffee shop. Let the rhythm enter your subconscious mind. If you catch a word, great. If you don't, great. Just let your brain get used to the sound frequency of English. Think of it like a sauna. The first time you hear a song, you don't know the lyrics. But if you play it in the background for a week, suddenly you start humming along. You start knowing the words without trying. English is the same. Give yourself permission to be lazy. Give your ears permission to just be. We are coming to the end of our session. I want you to imagine that train station again. The fast train is coming, but this time you are not standing on the platform panicked. You are sitting on a bench watching it go by. You are calm. You know that you don't need to catch this train. There is another train coming, a slower train, and you have the ticket. Listening is patience. Be kind to yourself. You are learning a completely new way to hear the world. It takes time. If you miss a word today, let it go. The next word is coming. Don't block the door. Open it. Let the language come in. I have a question for you today. I want you to be honest with me in the comments. Which is harder for you? Option A, speaking English. Option B, listening to English. Tell me in the comments. Write, speaking is harder or listening is harder. I want to know your struggle so I can help you in the next video. You are doing a wonderful job. Your ears are opening, your mind is opening. Stay calm, stay listening, and I will see you in the next lesson.